Right now, my S15 has a huge issue.
And that issue starts all the way in the back of the car. It's actually down here.
That right there is the differential to the S15. And in the Spec S's, they came with an open differential. In the Spec R's, they got the helical differential.
Which means we got the short end of the stick and we have to swap it out if we want to do some stick skids.
Basically, an open differential comes in almost every car that's rear-wheel drive that isn't super performance-based. Say when you're doing a U-turn and your wheels are turning at a different pace, the car is gonna wanna put all that power to the wheel with least resistance.
Which is super unfortunate because I want to do some skids with the S15. To fix that, we got ourselves a Tomei 1.5 way LSD that'll fit into the S15's pumpkin.
So today we're gonna be taking the S15 up in the air, taking the rear differential out, and giving it over to Ray so he can actually take apart the differential and put it back together again. He's actually a Kaaz distributor and installer, and he actually told me that the Tomei differentials are built by Kaaz, so he's the perfect guy, and he's local to Vegas. So that being said, guys, let's get the BRZ out of the garage and put the S15 up on the quick jack.
All right, so we got the car up on the quick jacks, and now all we gotta do is drain the differential, and then we'll take out the pumpkin. All right, so here's the differential. We're gonna be draining it through here, but first, you gotta crack open the fill plug. And the fill plug is on the left side of the car. Okay, I for sure ran into the most difficult part of this entire job.
And that is these rear differential to the drive shaft bolts.
You can't really put a socket in it because of this like little lip here. So the only thing that you can do is grab a closed end or open end wrench and on the other side and just really try to get these loose, which is almost next to impossible, but I'm gonna show you guys how I do. Okay, now that it's in gear, I'm gonna take the other wrench and I'm gonna pull it on this like handlebars so it gives me more leverage. Oh my god. Oh, this is fucking heavy. Oh my god. Okay, and just like that, the rear differential is now out of the S15. And now we have to drop it off at Ray's house, have him do all the work of disassembling the differential and putting in the Tomei 1.5 LSD. I gotta say, guys, this is kind of a lot of rust. And I also didn't realize that there's like some kind of like breather tube on the top of the diff.
All right, we got the diff loaded up in the Tesla. We also got the S15 diff in the frunk. So the car is gonna be MIA for a little bit.
Want to use it? Go ahead. Here's the carrier bearings.
Oh, brand new carrier bearings?
Yeah. They come together, the axle seals.
Comes with everything.
Yeah. So basically, it comes with the rear cover gasket too. Yeah, another difference between Kaaz and Tomei is you see the charcoal color coating. You know, Kaaz unit is normally bare
metal.
Bare metal like this.
So Tomei and Kaaz use a coating?
On
Yeah,
the
on the Tomei unit, we put it. They do coating on it, so it's different. So it looks different from the Kaaz unit.
Gotcha.
Yeah, visually.
So we got some merch, gasket, carrier bearing, and axle seals, and then some fluid. Cool.
This is cool little workbench. We got the Tomei LSD right there with the S15 differential.
We got our goodie bags. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ray was actually telling me that Kaaz and Tomei diffs are basically the same thing. Kaaz supplies their differentials with Tomei. So the Tomei diff is pretty much the exact same as Kaaz. The only difference is he was saying that the carrier bearings are already pressed into the Kaaz diffs, so you don't have to press them in yourself. The Kaaz diffs are good for about 5 rebuilds when the Tomeis are good for about 3 rebuilds. So that will explain the price difference just a little bit. He did tell me that he was gonna try to get some pictures of the stages of the differential while he's rebuilding it. So huge win to Ray. Thank you so much to him. Shout out to Ray. With the power of editing, we'll have to skip over to the time we go pick up the diff. So let's do that now. Okay, and just like that with the power of editing, we are back and we are on our way to Ray's house to pick up the Tomei differential so we can finally put it in the S15. So this is it, huh?
Yeah.
How hard was the install?
I just had to change the shim on both sides because the backlash didn't come out like I wanted to. Many people always has concern about backlash, the pattern and all that stuff. But many people don't realize you have to do the, like on my video, the bearing preload on the diff. It's really important.
That is important, yeah.
It's more important than the backlash in my opinion.
Because it only took you like 3 hours?
Yeah, about 3 hours. This is the box. The original Tomei box. And you open the inside here.
All right, we got the differential in the front of the Tesla. We're at Ray's house, and now all we have to do is load it up, cover it up, make sure we don't get the front all dirty, and we can go home and install it. Okay, so now we're back home. Now we have the Tomei 1.5 weight LSD underneath the S15, ready to be now installed back in the car. So there's actually gonna be a break-in period that we're gonna be going over after we get the car back off the jack stands that I'll explain to you guys later, but basically you're gonna be driving in a figure 8 slalom for like 30 minutes or so. But it's pretty simple, but we'll get to that later. But for now, we're gonna be putting the LSD back in the S15. Okay, so now the differential is now in the S15, so all I have to do is fill it up with some gear oil. I picked up some SuperTech oil from Walmart for like $5 a pop. And the reason why I got some cheap gear oil is just for the break-in period. So we're gonna fill it up into the differential. And I also picked up this. This is something from Harbor Freight. It's like it's a pump basically. So you'll put it into the bottle and then you'll put this part into the differential itself. There is a small problem with this pump. So if I grab the oil that I got from Walmart, if I try to put it in, it doesn't fit. So I got an empty bottle of oil and I'm gonna put the gear oil in this bottle. From then I could take this pump. Look at that, fits right in there. Okay, we have the LSD and all the oil in the S15. So all we gotta do is drop the car and now we gotta take it to an empty parking lot so we can then do the break-in period, which is gonna be pretty, I'm not sure how this is gonna go. I'm hoping it's gonna go out good. I got a seat cover on the type blue seat because I am all dirty. So I'm gonna drop the car and yeah guys, we'll get to the break-in period. And I gotta say, this quick jack makes things so much nicer. All right, now first drive in the Nissan S15 with the new LSD, and first impressions so far, I already hear the shuddering and how aggressive this differential is, which I was told it was gonna be a little bit noisy before I installed it, but right now we're gonna go to a open parking lot and I'm gonna grab some cones. We're gonna go into figure 8s with those cones because the Tomei did end up coming with a set of instructions. If you scan the QR code that's in the box, it's a full install guide that you can see on your phone, which I'll also have a link in the description below for you guys if you guys want to have a look. But in that instructions, in the manual, it tells you to go in a figure 8 for 30 minutes. He told me to push in the clutch as you're going around the corner, and when you go straight, let off the clutch. Not sure why, but that's just how it is. I found a cone. No one mind me, I'm just gonna borrow this. And I'm also gonna borrow this. Oh shit. Cones are in the S15. I promise I'll put them back. I just need it for the break-in period. Sick. Alright. Start the clock. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if the cops got called on me, because what I'm doing is honestly really strange. tired of doing this, not gonna lie. Okay, we're done. We're done. I'm so glad that is over. I feel pale, I feel blue, I feel... The S15 has an LSD now, so that's all that matters. So we're gonna go back into the garage, dump all the old oil, and then put the new Tomei oil, and then the car will have, now the car will have a locking differential. So before having the LSD with the open differential, I could really tell the downsides of having an open diff in a sports car. When you're going around a corner doing some fun driving, say in the toge or whatnot, or autocross, when you're going around a corner going say 20, 30 miles an hour, say if you're turning right and all the weight shifts towards the left and it raises the back wheel, and that wheel is gonna spin, spin, spin when the other wheel isn't gonna do anything. Since it's a locking differential, I can do this. Now it is a non-turbo S15, but it still benefits from having a locking differential. And I do also have 245s in the rear, so if I go down to say 225s, maybe it'll be a little bit more fun as I can, you know, spin the tires a little bit. Yeah! Oh, that's a lot of fun. Oh, that's a lot of fun. This car is so much fun. All right, I think that's gonna have to wrap it up for today's video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see more S15 BRZ content, be sure to click that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.